What's going on, everybody? It's Ronnie at Stock Sniper Trading, and tonight we're gonna be trading, guys. We asked a few members, they want to see gold and Bitcoin again. Eric A. Bilgen, what's up, brother? What are you saying? So yeah, we asked a few of our members, and they want to see Bitcoin scalping and gold tonight. So we'll do that again. Everybody, welcome. Okay, so we'll get started here. And I just want to mention that my man Dave in the morning, if you guys missed his stream when he did the New York session, he scalped for over up to 100 pips on gold. It was and NAS, and he was in a few big trades. 100 pips scalped live in the morning. So if you guys missed that, you guys got to get on the calls with him. And tonight, let's see what happens, guys. Let's have a good call. Okay, so what we're going to do, like we start every single call, guys, we're going to do our top-down analysis. I'm going to start off with gold. Okay, so we're going to do gold. We're going to move to our daily candlesticks, and then we're going to move down to hourly and 5 minutes. So we're going to move to daily. If you guys want to follow me, guys, I'm using TradingView as the platform. Okay, it's a really good platform. It's a free platform. If you want to upgrade to have additional features, you can do that, but just for basic features, a free platform, it is very good. Okay, so gold had a big sell-off from up here at 1916 in the beginning of June, and we continued to make lower lows and lower highs on the daily time frame, where gold dropped all the way down to, how low did we drop? Almost 1750. So we're going to identify that as a daily support. That's that wick right there we're going to target, and that was $1,750. That was gold's most recent low. So we're going to change the color of this to yellow. Yellow is going to represent daily support, guys. Okay, because we always, when we're trading, you got to know daily support levels, because that's where we're getting strong support. So whatever type of time frame you're trading, whether it's hourly candlesticks, 15-minute, 5-minute, if you're doing some intraday trading, you always want to know where your daily support is, and then we'll find our daily resistance. Doug, welcome. Happy Canada Day, Doug. So let's get in here. So what we're going to look for is also the high resistance. How high was this most recent consolidation area? So this wick right up here, 1796. We're nowhere near that right now. We're about 200 pips away from that. But what we're going to look for is focus more on these candlesticks, these wicks. So I want to get these wicks right here. And also I want to get the low right here. Okay, the reason why I got this is because I have a continuation body to body. I have a bearish body to a bullish body, and this is what I want to target right here, because I like this continuation, and this is what started the bullish uptrend right here on the last 2 days of gold. So what we're going to do now is we're going to just open this up a little bit, okay, so you guys can see here. Oops, let me just get rid of that. And we're not going to spend too much time here. We're going to chart this real quick because then we're going to chart Bitcoin too. And we're going to do, we'll flip-flop from both of them. Okay, so I like this area too. These body to bodies right here. And this is the daily candlestick right now. So we're on a doji candle, the daily candle. It's new. It just opened a few hours ago, but it is a doji candle. So we do have indecision on the daily. Okay, so what we're doing now is we're going to see right here, I have the support I want to get down here. This is a real important support level because we have on June 24 and 25, we have the continuation, and then this is today's low right here. So 1774.84 is today's low around here. And this is what we want to identify when we're trading tonight. And we also want to get today's high wick. What is today's high? Okay, right up here. Okay, so we're looking right up there. And now what I'm looking for is if gold on the daily breaks above its daily wick, its high, then we could potentially come up to this area. Then if we break above that area, we're going to come up price action here. And this is going to make a sense, guys, when we get into scalping the 5-minute candlesticks, because yellow lines will represent daily resistance. So if we go bullish, then this is going to help us with breakouts or take profit areas and things like that. And next area I want to target is right here. This is a really good area because this was this huge bearish daily candle coming down in continuation, and then right here at 1773, and we have multiple rejection wicks on the daily right here, so this is a good area to target. And I'll do one more area that I need right now is right here. Okay, and that's good enough for the daily for me. If price starts to come down to 1770, then yeah, then I'm going to come back and I'll do some charting on the daily. But this is good enough for me. All I need to see now is, so we have a 2 days. On June 30th, we had a bullish candle, and then we have a higher low, higher high. So we are creating a little bit of an uptrend, but we need to get above today's high and create a new higher high up here at 1782.83 area to continue this uptrend. If not, we could see some resistance up here, and we could see sellers start to push gold price back down. Okay, and you got to understand that the overall trend is bearish. Okay, we have the big dump from up here at 1900, and now we're cooling off down here, but it can continue to make a lower high right here on the daily and continue to push down. Okay, so if I'm drawing a trend on the daily, what you can do is you can get like these wicks here and draw your trend line on the daily. Okay, and then you would be following that to see if these daily candles are coming up there. So right now, let's flip to the hourly candles. Okay, so I'm going to leave yellow for daily, and these are hourly candles now. So we're in a little bit of an hourly uptrend. Look at this. Okay, so when we hit the bottom here at 1750, we came up, we bounced back, pulled back, we created a higher low, then we started to break out, create a new higher high, healthy pullback right here to 1766, make a new higher low. Buyers continue to push the price of gold back up here at 1780, pullback, and then the high of the hourly is 1783 right up here. So this was at 9 a.m. Eastern this morning and 10 a.m. Eastern this morning. Double rejection at 1783. Okay, and then this is where we got that bearish push down here. Okay, and how low did we come down to? Let's identify this area. Okay, so we're going to get the hourly low down here. I'm going to change the color to white for hourly. Okay, so there it is, 1768 on the hourly low, and then we bounced off of it, and then we come up. So what I'm looking for now is hourly resistance. I like this wick right here. Okay, and I don't even need to draw a line right here because we're getting rejected at our next daily resistance right here. But if we break above it, we could continue to our next hourly level, which is right around here, and then move up to here. So that's good enough for my hourly, but I need some support on hourly. If gold reverses and starts going bearish, where can it come down to? Okay, so where we're looking for is price to come down to here, price possibly to come down to here, and then it's going to hit that daily, and one more area where it's going to come down to is right around here. Okay, so that's good enough for the hourly now. Now we can get into some scalping. NASCAR All Out. Did you catch C-Pop this week? Ran from 12. No, I didn't catch it. No, we were trading Forex. But tomorrow, 9:30 a.m., I'll be trading stocks live. So maybe we'll chart that and we'll scalp it. Yeah. Madcap, welcome. Morning from New Zealand. Thanks for streaming. No worries. We appreciate you guys. Thanks for subscribing, everyone. Number one, thanks. We want to give you guys a shout out to everybody. Madcap, NASCAR All Out, Doug, ARK, Belgian, everybody. Thanks for subscribing and helping the channel, liking these videos. We're streaming twice a day now, so it's getting really good. Hope you guys enjoy this. Last night we got 75 pips on a Bitcoin sell. Dave in the morning, New York session, grabbed 100 pips trading gold and NAS 100 live. A lot of guys made money on these calls, so and you guys learned too. So hope you guys enjoy this and get a lot of value out of this. Okay, so let's get back into this now. So now what I'm going to do is I'm looking at this hourly candle. This is the one that just opened 10 minutes ago at the start of the call. This is 9 p.m. Eastern. So we had it go bullish. It came up, but could not break the daily resistance, the yellow line. Then we got rejected and it came down to here. How low did it come down to? It got down to 1776.48. Okay, so let's identify that. And now we can get into scalping. So now the hourly candle is turning into a bearish spin top candle. A spin top candle has indecision where buyers are pushing it up, sellers are pushing it down. We have a real thin body, so it's low volume right now. But it could be consolidating and getting ready for its next move, okay? And anybody can take this. The buyers or sellers can take a neutral candle, okay? If it's 50-50, anybody can step in and move this candle, okay? So let's get now into scalping. Let's drop down to the 5-minute frame, okay? So these are 5-minute candlesticks, and you can see on the chart, guys, I'll go to a full chart here. So now we have yellow represents daily and white represents hourly, okay? So now we're on the 5 minutes, okay? So look at the 5-minute breakout. We just had a call with our sniper members where we were charting this, they were asking questions, and this was where there was a buy right up here at 1776 and take profit right up here at 1778. So a nice move for 10, 15, 20 pips, okay? But you got to grab profits because can come down, it can retrace back down, okay? So there, you want to learn how to take partials, and we'll get into that on every one of these calls, okay? We'll teach you everything. But now you can see we're starting to go bearish. This candle at 9 p.m., you see it's a spin top, indecision. This is the 5-minute candle that opened at 9 p.m., and we got another spin top. So there's a lot of indecision I can see in the market on gold right now, okay? But if we start to break down now, if we lose that white line, look for 5-minute price action to come down to this level, okay? To 1776.15. So this can be like an impulse break right here at 1776.55. So if this red candle comes down bearish, you're looking for an impulse break right here, and we'll be coming down to this level, then down to our hourly, and if it breaks hourly level, then gold on the 5 minutes is going to come down to this level right here. Okay, and then it can revisit down here, but we're getting indecision, okay? See another spin top candle. So there's no trades to be taken right now, okay? This is simple consolidation. We could see a bullish reversal here, okay? So if we're going bullish now, we got to identify some quick 5-minute resistance areas. I see one right here, okay? I'm getting this wick at 8:50 before the call started, and then I'm getting this wick right now at 9:05. And if it goes above there, we're looking for price to come back to this daily level. Okay, so price is just consolidating. I'm going to set it up for us right now, and then I'm going to go chart Bitcoin, okay? So price is clearly consolidating in this range right now, okay? So what I mean by that is price is just trading sideways on up here, 1777, and the price of 1776.88, okay? So it's about a 10 pip move, $1 on gold, where it's just consolidating in here. And what we're going to look for is, we're looking for this play here, okay? To go bullish, we're looking for an impulse breakout right here, possibly test this wick and this body of this candle. So you're looking for the impulse break, okay? If it doesn't come all the way up to this yellow line, this daily resistance, you're looking for an impulse break. Then sellers could come and push it down, okay? Because when we did the top down, we are bearish, and we're looking for more liquidity to come in here. We're looking for more gold buyers to step in here and to take the price, push up, and break through this daily resistance and head up here, maybe a pullback, and then we're going to look to go to 1780 up here. Maybe we can get this on this call if gold goes bullish, okay? So we're looking for like 1780. Okay, so I'm going to change that to green. And we could be getting ready. 1 minute left on this 5-minute candle. Okay, 55 seconds. Here's going to be our impulse break right here, guys. So what we can do is, if you want to see like how to trade an impulse break with like profit target, what you're looking for is you're looking for profit number one to come up to this daily resistance, okay, and break through it. So you're looking for, if we can get it up to that 1780 level, but this is just setting up the chart. An impulse candle break might be 1, 2, 3 pips and come back down, but sometimes they do break out real bullish and they go for 5, 10 pips, okay. Comes down here for stop loss right here. Sorry, I'm just reading here. Salvation, I can't see what time frame you are right now. You can't see this 5 up here on Saxo? Okay, if you can't see that, my apologies. I'll go back right here. Okay, hopefully you can see it right there. I'm on the 5-minute frame, so I always pretty much stay on the 5-minute frame. That's why I have my daily levels at yellow, my hourly levels are at white. If I flip to a different time frame, I'll let you know. Like if I go to 15-minute candle or 1-minute candle, I always give you a heads up. Okay, I don't just flip-flop without telling you. Okay, so you see we didn't get that impulse break, so there's no trade to be taken, okay, because we're just consolidating in this range. Okay, we want it to see if it will follow this green path. Okay, if not, if price action is just going to continue to consolidate in this area, but we are creating a higher low right now on this candle, so we'll see if it holds and buyers can continue to push up here. Okay, and if it goes bearish, we're looking for this play. Okay, we're looking for the bearish break below this support to retest these wicks. That's going to be the impulse break, and then you're looking for buyers to step in, push it back up here. Then we're looking for sell orders to push it back down to possibly here, a retest, and price action to come down to this level. Okay, so we could look for buys up here and sells down here, guys. Okay, so hopefully this chart looks clean to you guys, looks clear. You can see that. Okay, so you can see it now. Perfect. Okay, again, this could be the impulse break right here, guys, and it's picking up momentum. Okay, we're making a higher low. Okay, so we have 3 minutes and 30 seconds left on the candle. So we could be getting ready for the impulse break right here. Again, if you don't feel comfortable taking impulse candles, then wait for the breakout with the retest. But if you want to get in on the impulse break, here's the setup. Okay, and where can price action go to? I want to set it up. Okay, so 5 minutes, all these candle wicks right here. Okay, so price can possibly come to this level, and these are going to be like take profit areas right here. Okay, if price action can come up here, okay, before we get to that next hourly. Okay, let me get one more down here. Okay, so see the impulse break? Do you guys see the wick up there? Okay, look at that. This was the impulse break. Okay, there it goes. Okay, so see, this is an impulse break. The buy orders are at this consolidation area, 1777.80, let's say, okay, and we're looking for price action to get up to here, 1778, and get above. I want out of this bullish candle to break above this red line and close above it so that we can push higher. Okay, we can create a new higher high and higher low, and we can get more momentum and get bullish on this. Okay, and then stop loss, you can take your stop loss and place it below the consolidation box right there. Okay, but this is just for the impulse candle, guys. This is nothing with a retest. Okay, we need to wait for this candle to close, and then we're going to get our retest candle. This is just strictly impulse breakout. Okay, so this is the first candle breaking out. But you can see how high we got up to, 1778 from there. Okay, so it's only like a 2-pip move. Okay, so nothing big yet. Okay, but we're getting our first bullish impulse breakout. Okay, But what we need out of this candle, a minute 25, is we want to close above this 5-minute resistance. If we can close above 1778, okay? And then what we can do is we can possibly continue. Maybe sellers are going to push it down, but it will come down to retest this area where we started to break out. And then that's where we can get new liquidity, new buying, and we'll potentially get more buyers. But if this starts coming up bullish, okay, if you start going up 5 pips now, 7 pips, 10 pips, you could scale out a little bit because remember, this is just an impulse candle break. And this yellow line is a daily resistance. So if we can get above 1778.40, that's even better for us, okay? So we can possibly extend our profit target up to here, okay? So you see we're already in profits, guys. There we go. So right there, 1778.80, and price just came up to 1778.50. Okay, so that's a 7 pip move, guys. 7 pips minus your broker spread of 1 to 2, possibly. You could have banked 5, 6 pips and more. Here we go. Now we're testing the daily. We could be breaking out right here, guys. Okay, so here we go. Just like that, we started the call and we're in profits. Okay, that's why scalping is very, very lucrative. If you know what you're doing, you know what sessions you're trading. And our next profit target we're looking is up here, 1778.90. Remember, I got that off of looking left on my chart and going to previous price action. Okay, but there's our close. Look at that close, guys. So we just closed above the yellow line. Okay, so this was a strong bullish candle. Scale out, guys, a little bit of profits if you want, but here's our retest confirmation candle, okay? See how it went green and now it's coming down. So there is bears, sellers in the market trying to push this price down, but what we need as buyers, we need to see where it's going to find some support. Where are we going to create a wick? And hopefully the wick will be 50% of this bullish candle, but as long as we stay above here, 1778, then we can build off of this momentum, okay? Remember, this was previous 5-minute resistance. Now we broke through it, so now this needs to act as support down here, okay? To show that this is going to be like a true breakout, creating a new higher high, okay? So we have our first wick on the bottom, okay? We still have lots of time on this candle. There's 4 minutes left on this candle, okay? But you can see now what type of it's forming into now a bullish hammer, okay? So it came down, picked up liquidity, and now we're forming into a hammer candle, okay? So we could potentially start to move up higher. A hammer candlestick is our second most bullish candlestick next to our bullish engulfing, okay? But we are encountering lots of resistance here. Remember, the overall trend on gold was bearish. Remember the big dump this morning at 9:10 a.m., okay? So we could be retracing to try and come back up, okay? Look at where we are. We're still far away from 1782 up here, okay? So we're still in a bear trend. This could be just a quick bullish breakout with a pullback. So that's why, guys, you always need to scale profits until we start really moving with momentum, okay? But it's the first breakout since this breakout right here, since 8:30. Okay, guys, and if you guys have any questions in the chat, you guys are welcome to ask questions. It's an interactive channel, so I answer everyone's questions. So you guys are welcome to ask anything. Okay, and then I just want to mention scaling out profits. What is that? Some people don't understand what that is. If you go into profits 5, 10, 15 pips, for example, you don't need to exit your entire order. What you can do is you can take partial profits. So if you used a 1 lot, for example, and it went up 10 pips, you're up $100 US. If you want to scale out, let's say 50% of your position, you under execution, you change your 1 lot, you put a 0.05, half lot. So you'll profit $50, and then it will leave a remaining 0.5 on the table with another $50 profit. And what you're looking for is for it to continue to make higher highs and higher lows and continue to profiting, and you can also scale out of that 0.5 as well. But you could do 75 or 80% of your initial. So if you go up 10, 20, 30 pips and you want to take out 80% and leave a small runner, and then what you can do with that runner is take your stop loss and put it at break even so that it's a risk-free trade. You're already profited, and then it's a free trade for you if gold continues to run bullish, okay? And that's what we had last night on Bitcoin. It continued to run after the call bearish. We collected 75 pips on the call, and that thing ran for up to 150 pips. Look at the bullish candle, okay? So we're continuing. Look at the low on the wick right there, okay? So we're looking to take profits up here again to 1779, okay? Remember the buy was right here, 1778.80. So up there, you're looking at 12 pips. Right there, guys, it's going to tap right there. 12 pips, possibly more, okay? Let's see if we can break out to our next 5-minute resistance. Let's head on over to 1779.43. Let's get up there, okay? Can you show your real trades? Yeah, we can. If you see on our YouTube videos, I show the MT4s with commissions, things like that. They're all on there. Okay, so look at the bullish candle breaking right here. Okay, so we need to break above 1779, guys, right up here. But again, if you're in a little bit of profits, again, you could be looking to scale out because we're breaking above a daily resistance, okay? This could just be an initial breakout and then it could come right back down, okay? This could be like a head fake, okay? It's a quick 5-minute breakout at the daily resistance and it could come back down, okay? But that's why we want to see how the candle will close, okay? If we can get the body to close above, which we just did, now we didn't get to close above this area, above the next 5-minute resistance. So we are encountering a little bit of selling pressure, and now sellers are coming in, pushing it down. So we need to repeat what we just did down here. But now we have a yellow line here. That's our daily, now should act as a support, okay? If it's going to be a true support. We just broke through it, so let's see if it can hold. Like I said, this could be just an initial breakout, like a head fake, and it could come right back down. So that's why if you're in profits, okay, that was a trade from 1778.80 up to 1779, okay? So you're looking at 12 pips right there, okay? So scale out a little bit of profits if you're in the trade, because we could get a bearish candle coming down right down here, okay? And it could retest this level. See, when we broke out, we have not came down to retest this consolidation area, okay? So this was just a nice breakout, but we haven't really had any retest down here, okay? Because we're continuing to get buying momentum, creating these higher lows. Yeah, and Eric here about the real trades. If you like, when you join, if you join the sniper team, like when we give our MT4s with commissions and things like that. So we're full transparent traders. There's nothing to hide here. But we really do like to give education because we are trading live here. But it's not just like copy pasting. We really want to educate you guys so that you guys can learn how to trade. Okay. But we do take trades. We do make our money. Okay, so since I was going to go to Bitcoin too and chart Bitcoin, but I want to watch what's going on here, okay? Because we're at this daily support level. So I'll get to Bitcoin, guys, in a few moments. Okay, so remember we drew this green arrow before the call, like right here. So we got our impulse break. We haven't got really our retest down here, but we're getting higher lows and we're continuing to go up here. So see how it came up to this red line, that's profit take. This is the pullback, what we're getting, possibly to come back to this daily support level. And then maybe we can get increased buyers and continue to go up to here to 1780 where we had targeted. Okay, and look how the candle came down to daily support. Now we're forming into a dragonfly. Possibly if we can flip this volume green, we can turn into another hammer candle, and maybe we can break through this red 5-minute resistance right here at 1779, and we can head up here, okay? And then we're looking for profits at our next hourly resistance, okay? This could be a really nice play here, guys. And last night, for the past couple of nights, we've been using RSI as a subchart indicator. Tonight, we're going to do something different. I'm going to introduce MACD. Okay, I know a lot of you guys are very, very familiar with it. MACD it's moving average convergence divergence. Okay, so it's this down here. And I'll be trading with this tonight instead of RSI. So you can see we got a bullish hammer here, and MACD, you can see how it's diverging away from the signal line. So I'll explain all that in a second here, guys, but we're in a trade right here. Okay, look at this, guys. We're approaching another take profit area. Okay. Okay, so remember up here, so we're looking for 1779.40.50 right above here. Okay, it's at 30 right now, so it's only off by 1 pip, guys. Sometimes it won't hit exact. Oh, there it does. But you got to understand, I'm just trying to get the overall picture. But we just tapped it. Okay, so there's another profit take, guys. Okay, so we're at 17. There it goes. Okay, guys. If you're in profits, okay, and you haven't taken a little bit of profits, remember the buy was down here, okay? Right here. Okay? $1777.75, okay? And this is that daily level right here that we got up. We got to keep above 1778.46, and we just hit up here, right up here. Okay, so we got up to 1779.50. Okay, so now we're getting this bearish engulfing candle. Look how far extended the MACD is. Okay, so you're going to expect a little bit of a pullback. Okay, so guys, always look at MACD. Look at how it's extended over here from the signal line. Okay, it came down where it was pulling back, and MACD was coming down, but then it bounced and we're moving back up. Okay, so I'll explain how MACD works. Do you guys use MACD or RSI, or do you guys use both? Let me know. Okay, if not, if you guys want me to go back to RSI, I can go back to RSI, but I like to introduce something new to you guys so that it can help you guys with your trading and you guys can learn something new. Sometimes you can also add MACD combined with RSI if you like, but I wouldn't suggest putting too many technical indicators on your charts because you want to focus on price action. You don't want to take your eyes off of price action to just look at sub-chart indicators because they are lagging. Price action is real time, so it's the most accurate we have of real price of moving on gold. Okay, so you see how we have that pullback. Okay, so the candlestick pulled back, came here. We're still holding support above the daily area. So what you can also do, guys, is like trailing stop losses. So if you got in the buy here, you can move your trailing stop loss like right below this daily support. And then so all of this is profits, but if we continue to move higher, then you can move your trailing stop loss up. Other traders like to take partial positions, like partial profits right out of the trade. But there's multiple ways that you can do this. Okay. But this is our new high up here, okay? So I'm just moving it up to there, okay? So we got up to 1779.50, okay? And the entry was right here, 1774, okay? So we're looking at a nice move there, okay? Just under, you got 15 pips plus, okay? 15, 17 pips. Nice move, okay? That's a perfect scalp, okay? But don't get greedy, guys. Secure profits because you could have a bearish pullback. Remember, we did our top down. Gold is bearish on the daily, so just keep that in mind. Okay, I know we're scalping, but we got a quick, nice technical breakout right here on the 5 minutes. But it was good for 15, 17, 18 pips. We could get a few more, but now look at what's happening with the price action. Okay, so this is telling us a lot. Did you see how we moved up here? It came down bearish. We picked up liquidity. Thomas Pavlovsky, my man, thank you for subscribing, brother. Appreciate it. Now we're moving into a spin top candle. We're trying to get into this bullish pin bar, and then the bullish pin bar can turn into a hammer. And remember, we've had 2 of these candles turn into hammers, and we extended all the way up to here. Remember, my original target was right here, 1780. Before this play even happened, okay? I drew this green line before all of this happened because I'm just following technicals, guys. I'm just following my hourly, my dailies, and my 5 minutes, okay? And when you're scalping, a 10, 20 pip move is a solid move, okay? It's a nice move, but we could look for, like if we get a nice, real nice momentum push up here, just like how we had Bitcoin that sell last night where we hit it for over 75 pips. What we're looking for is to create these higher highs and higher lows and continue moving. But I'm also in the back of my mind is I'm not going to get greedy, because I'm not praying that play is going to happen. If it happens, great. But in the meantime, overall time frame is telling me gold could pull back and come back down. But I'm not going to lose these profits right here. I'm going to scale out with a partial, possibly secure 0.75, 75% of my profits, take them off the table, put them in my pocket, and then leave a little runner with a break-even stop loss, okay? And then if it continues to go, great, then we'll collect more money. But if it comes down, then we've already secured profits, and then we can look for another trade, okay? I hope that makes sense. Question, I use MACD, money flow index, and RSI. Yeah, okay, yeah. Money flow is really good too. It shows accumulation and distribution. RSI, you've seen on all of our calls. We use it for strength and momentum, but I use it a little bit different. I use it with my 50 mid-level, my psychological midpoint, because it oscillates between 0 and 100. And MACD, what are the settings? I just use the default settings, which are the moving averages. I use them as default. Okay, I don't change any of the settings on MACD. So I use default on TradingView. Gilberto, thank you for subscribing, brother. Appreciate it, man. Thank you. So I just use basic MACD. So let me get into explaining what MACD is. I know you guys all know what it is, but we might have new traders on here that are unfamiliar with it, okay? And then maybe I'll teach you something that you haven't known about it, okay? So what MACD stands for, it's a subchart indicator. It's moving average convergence divergence, okay? So what we're looking for is these lines converging and diverging from the signal line, okay? So MACD, the orange line right here is our signal line. Okay, it's a moving average, okay, and it's a signal line. But this blue line is the MACD line. This is the moving average convergence divergence. And there's a very basic way how to trade MACD, okay? I'll teach you the basic way. This is very elementary style. You look for a bullish or a bearish crossover on the MACD. MACD crossing above or below the signal. See right here on the chart where we have the breakout right here, okay? I'll highlight the breakout, okay? See where the blue line crosses above. Let me just get in here. Okay, where the blue line crosses above the signal line, right here. This is where we have our bullish crossover, and then you can see the price action. We get this bullish candle, but then it's followed by a red bearish candle, and then we get this bullish candle engulfing, and then this is what starts this uptrend. This was before the call started. This was at 8:30. Look at profits, guys. Look at this. Okay, look at MACD also. Look how far it's diverging away from the signal line. But we are getting overextended, okay? But I'll teach you what's going on. Look up here, guys, on the price, okay? We could potentially come up to our hourly resistance. Guys, these are profit takes, okay? Remember we targeted 1780? We just got up to 1779.75, okay? We're only 0.25, we're only 2.5 pips away from our original profit target, okay? So this was a beautiful trade, guys. This was right off the hop, right when the call started, okay? So there we go. If we get above that, look, you guys, I gotta get, where can we go? Here's our daily resistance at 1781.43, but in the meantime, look at all these 5-minute candles right here at 10 a.m. this morning. Okay, so we could look at where we're chasing back to the big dump this morning. Okay, if you guys weren't trading gold this morning at right here at 10 a.m. we had news where it dropped, gold dropped hard. We could possibly be retracing to come back up, but we also need to respect that we had a big sell-off right here. This could just be creating now a higher high, but it could create a lower high from up here. And it could sellers could come in and start rejecting this and pushing this down. So let's see how these candles are going to close up here. This is critical, okay, because we could have a full 100% retracement. If you use like Fibonacci retracements, you could see a full retracement back to where that big dump started this morning, okay? So we got a minute 30 left on this candle, and what we're looking for is where it's going to close, okay? It would be really nice if we can close above 1779.50 and above that 5-minute resistance. Then maybe we'll have a little bit more momentum to push up here, but price could be consolidating up here too. This was a big momentum play from down here, and price could cool off because we might need to cool off this MACD. You know, when we have to cool off our RSI, cool off our stochastics and things like that, you could always need to cool off, okay? But yeah, guys, so we're in profits, guys. Congratulations to everybody. Buy was right here, 1774.75. You can see price, we almost got up to 1780, okay? So that's a nice move. We're looking at 20 plus pips, 23 pips, okay? 20 plus. Secure, if you want, secure like 15 pips and leave a little runner, okay? But always secure, especially when we're scalping, guys. Thomas, you trade every day. Which pairs do you trade? Volatility is usually around this time until London starts. Good question, Thomas. Welcome. Okay, so we trade 2 sessions. We trade always Asian Tokyo session this time, 9:30 till about 11. We trade. Well, I love this session. My partner Dave, we love this session. We scalp for a lot of pips, and we also do New York session, 9:30 a.m. We do more NYSE as opposed to the New York session at 6 a.m. And then we do pop-up calls for London at 3 a.m. Eastern. We do all across the board. We do all sessions. We educate you guys how to scalp all sessions. We show you the different volatility in all the different sessions. But this is what we do here. So we trade everything. The only times that we don't trade are the shitty times, which are when a swap happens, like around 4 p.m. Eastern time till about 8 p.m. I don't trade in between those times. Okay. There's no volume in the markets. Market makers can move prices. Spreads, brokers have spreads that are a lot higher at that time. So that's like a no trade time for us. Okay. But good question. That's a great question. So yeah, guys, subscribe to the channel, like this, and we stream 2 times a day. Dave this morning got 100 pips. I think he got 75 on gold and 25 on NASDAQ. So 100 pips this morning. We got 75 plus on Bitcoin last night and 20 on gold. We did side by side. And then look today, we're already up 20 pips right now in the call. Okay. So lots of value, guys, lots of education. We want to help you guys grow your accounts. You guys, it's interactive. You guys can ask questions, and you can see that I like to talk. I talk a lot, but I got to get back to explaining what MACD is here, guys. But we're still in profits, okay? So secure some profits, and we're looking for breakout up here, but expect a pullback, okay? Expect a pullback, okay? Gold is not going to continue to go up forever, okay? Remember, we're scalping 5-minute candles. There's going to be a little bit of a pullback, but what we need is a healthy pullback. We need a pullback to come maybe down to this level, and we don't want to lose this yellow line. This is our daily support. We don't want to lose below 1778.50. We want to keep this uptrend going, okay? We want to continue. We want to make 30, 40, 50 plus pips, okay? But we're getting nice bullish candle. All we got to do now is break above this white line, and we're going to break an hourly. Here we go, guys. Hourly resistance break, impulse break, possibly up to our next 5-minute profit target right up here, 1780.50. Let's hit that area, guys. Okay? Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, so MACD again, guys. Okay, so basic way of trading MACD, elementary way of trading it is traders look for just a bullish crossover. You could get in, okay, and then also a bearish crossover, okay, where you get MACD crossing below the signal line, then you can see the red candles, okay. But if you're trading price action, you can get in way before the bearish crossover happens, okay, or the bullish crossover, because you're learning price action and you're getting it early. And then when you do have that crossover, if you're in a sell, a bearish crossover, that adds confluence to your trade, and then you get more momentum to go down, so you can hold that trade longer, okay. But we don't take trades just because there's a bullish or bearish crossover, okay. So That's one thing I want to clarify. We use it just like RSI. We don't use it for entries. We use it for momentum and strength. Okay. And another thing is, so remember, blue line is the MACD. The orange line down here is the signal line. But also, there's a third part of MACD has these histogram bars. Okay. These histogram bars are like showing the momentum. Okay, so what you can do with these histogram bars is when it's got a zero is the baseline. Okay, when you see the bearish crossover happening, you see the histogram bars go red and they start to go below the zero line. The further they go below the zero, the more bearish the momentum is. And TradingView changes the colors. It goes from red to like this white pinkish color when they start to scale up. When there is a little bit of buyers, they start to come up, but they don't change color in green until they cross above the zero line. Okay, and then this is where we get that bullish crossover. You see where the MACD line crosses above signal, and now we start turning green on our vertical histogram bars, and then they turn like this light color when we start to get this pullback. Okay, so this, when they're green like this, they start to go bullish. There's a bullish play, but we could be still bullish, guys, but this is a pullback. Okay, so it's trying to illustrate when you get red candles pull back, but the histogram bars are still above zero, which is still considered bullish. This is like when we use RSI. If RSI breaks above 50 and goes to like 60, but it pulls back, as long as we stay above 50, we're still in bullish territory. And then do you see where we get the next leg up? Look at now, where we got into the trade right here, we were part of leg 2 of this histogram bar. See where they started to go back green and come back up? But now we're getting this light color on MACD. So this is starting the pullback. See now how we're getting a red candle? That's why I told you guys before, get ready for a pullback, okay? So don't get greedy, secure profits, guys. This was a nice trade for 20 pips, okay? So, and now a pullback is happening, okay? So, like if we want to get into scalping the pullback, we can get into a sell. Like grab 20 pips right there, hold a partial runner in case it breaks, but we could be looking for a sell opportunity, guys. We're scalping the markets. We can scalp both ways, okay? So, if you guys, does that help with MACD, guys? If that helps, throw a thumbs up in the chat. Let me know if that helps you. Did you learn something new about that MACD, like about these histograms, how they work for like pullbacks and the different colors on MACD, and what these vertical look at that big pullback, okay? Look how it's going bearish, guys, okay? So gold now, this is a big bearish engulfing candlestick. It's engulfed all of this bull momentum right here, and now it's coming down. How low did the wick come down to? We came down to 1779, but we're still holding above this 5-minute support level, okay? But we did create a low. What we need is now maybe buyers to step in here and hold this price up. But look at MACD now. MACD, you see how it's starting to curl down? And look at, we get our first light color histogram bar. So this is the start of this pullback, okay? And then another thing that we use is we try and look for, look, I can do resistance on my vertical bars, okay? So I don't know if you guys trade like this, but just like I do support and resistance on price action and how we do it with RSI, you can do the same thing with the histogram bars, okay? So this is like a resistance. This 1, 2, 3, 4, the 5th bar right here, this is what created this huge bullish candle right here. Look how high it got up to. It got up to 0.25 from the baseline. Okay, remember baseline is 0. We got up positive 0.25. That's a very, very nice bullish move. Then we got the pullback, but now we're starting to get the vertical bullish candles. Bullish. Yeah, I look at these as like candlesticks too. But they're vertical histogram bars. And I'm looking for a new histogram bar to break above positive 25. Then we'll get a new bullish candle breaking out, okay? So just like we do chart our price action, you can also chart your sub charts, okay, guys? But now look at, we're making a lower high right now on our histogram. So our next histogram bar in the next 5 minutes, in 2 minutes, our next one might open right here and then come down to create more of the pullback. But look what's happening in price action, okay? That's why I don't just focus on MACD. I want to follow the volume of the candle. This is what I'm more interested in. I'm a price action trader. I'm not a MACD trader, okay? I'm following this. This candle was very, very bearish coming down here. We hit 1779 and we have a long rejection wick on the bottom. That tells us that the buyers are stepping in and pushing the price up, okay? This was a very bearish candle, but we have a lot of buyers coming in here, okay? Pushing it up. Now we're could form into another hammer candle. All we got to do is flip this body and get it green up here and continue to break 1779.85, this hourly resistance, and we can collect more on this uptrend because we're trying to create a new higher high. We need to continue the uptrend by creating a new higher high and higher lows, okay? And MACD could be cooling off, okay? That's what these vertical bars are. It's still look how far away it is from the signal line. So we could see MACD scale back, maybe come close, and then you'll see the candlesticks turning red, okay? That's basically what MACD is, okay? A summary of what MACD is, okay? If you guys have any questions on MACD, let me know, and I'll answer them. Okay, see how now we're turning into a hammer candle, and we're right at that hourly resistance, guys. If we can break this with nice momentum, price we could get up to 1780.50.60, collect more pips. What time do you guys start New York stream? 9:30 a.m. Eastern time, Thomas. It's we trade the New York Stock Exchange, NYSE. But we do 6 a.m. New York, okay? That's why the best thing I can tell you is subscribe to the channel, hit the notifications. Every time we stream live, you'll get a notification and you pop in, you join us, you learn, and you make some money. And then another thing, guys, if you want to take your trading to the next level, you want to join the Sniper team, it's $1 a day. You get daily trade ideas sent to you. Those go for 50 pips, 100 pips a day. You get, just before this call, we had a private Zoom call with our members where they were asking questions. We went over some charts. We did a little bit of live trading with them. But that's your time to ask questions. Dave and I can really mentor you guys. And you also get online tutorials. We have a whole catalog of tutorials explaining all individual candlesticks, all of the chart patterns, all of the technical indicators. Like, we have amazing tutorials teaching you all about MACD broken down, teaching you all about RSI, teaching about stochastics. There's strategies on there, so many strategies. And we're just getting started here, okay? So if you guys want to join the team, you're welcome to. Just visit the website at the top there, stocksnipertrading.com. $1 a day, guys. You can make, if you go 0.1 on this call, you make 20, 30 pips. You can pay for your entire membership on one call, guys. And then the value you guys get out of there. Okay, so that's why we're not breaking above this hourly resistance, 1780. That's why it's a psychological number. That's exactly where I had my green arrow at. That's where I said, guys, we're going to look for possible 20 pips. Don't get greedy, because remember the higher time frame is, look at this bearish candle coming down. Like, this is a big bearish candle. Completely took out these buyers. That's why I tell you guys, do not get greedy. 10, 15, 20 pips scalping, take your profits and we'll look for another trade. Look at MACD now, how it's curling down. It wants to come down to the signal line. And when we get down to the signal line, are we going to get this? This is when it pulled back over here, but look, we never crossed below it. We bounced off of it and we diverged away from it. And then this is where we got that next bullish breakout, okay? This was the pullback, this light color green, and then we started building the momentum up again. Light color green is a pullback, and look at it dropping very bearish, guys, okay? So I was looking for a sell up here, but I wanted to explain to you guys what's going on here. But normally when I'm scalping the markets, I'm getting in here for a buy. I take 75, 80% of my profits. I leave a small runner with a break even just in case it continues to go. But I want to scalp this candle. I want to get in on this candle. I want to take the sell here at 1780 and drop down to 1778 and collect another 15 pips on one candle. And you could see it developing easy. We could see it developing with the price action. We could see it developing with MACD. And if I also add RSI on my chart, I guarantee you we would spot this with RSI too. Yeah, Thomas, join tomorrow. I'm going to be trading stocks at 9:30. So if you're just strictly a forex trader, we'll be going next week with forex. But tomorrow, if you want to join us, learn how to scalp stocks. We'll be doing that tomorrow at 9:30. Okay, so just heads up for tomorrow. And thanks for subscribing, bro. We appreciate it. Okay, look at where this bearish candle is coming down to. It's testing the yellow line. Remember, the yellow line was our daily support. Okay, we got a minute 33 left on this candle. It wants to break below here. But if the buyers can hold this area, then maybe this is just going to be a nice healthy pullback. Buyers can come in, step in at this daily support on the 5 minutes, and we can continue. Maybe we reverse, we collect some liquidity, we got a new order block, we got new buyers, and then we push the price and we try and break above 1780 and create a new higher high, okay? But we got to follow the momentum of the candle. There's still a minute left on it, so we'll follow. Where is it going to close? The body. But initially, it's a very bearish candle. You saw how far down it came. It came down for 15 pips. Okay, so sometimes when I leave like this profit target here, then like if I want to get into a sell, I might have to remove this to show you guys where the sell is. But that's why I tell you guys, take profits, leave a partial runner, because if I remove this and then I look for a sell opportunity, it'll remove this. Okay, so just so you guys know. Okay, so this candle is going to close now. Let's see how it's going to close, okay? So it closed below our 5-minute support right here. We bounced off of our daily support, but look at how they opened the next candle. It opened red, very, very small retest right up here, and sellers stepped in, pushed it down, back down to this yellow line. Another retest at the daily support level, okay? Are you a pro, bro? No. It's I don't like to be considered pro or professional or anything like that. I've been trading the markets for over 20 years. I'm a price action candlestick trader. I don't like the word professional. I don't know what is considered professional. Like, you know what I mean? We're really good traders, but professional, I don't like to use that word. Okay. There's a lot of people that say they're professionals, but what defines what is professional? So that's left for debate. But we stream live. We show you guys how we trade. We trade ourselves. We show MT4s with commission. And if that's not enough for you guys, then check out another channel. But we do this daily. We collect pips. We teach you guys. We educate you guys. We answer your questions. So to me, that's professional. But if you're looking for a guy with Lamborghinis and all that fake shit, then check out another channel. Okay, so what's happening here is you got a bearish candle coming down. It was an impulse break below the daily support. And look at now, it's coming down. Look at now MACD, guys, okay? This is why I wanted to show you guys how MACD works, okay? So MACD now is coming to kiss the signal line, okay? We could get two things that happen here. We could come down and we could have a crossover right here, guys, okay? So I want to get rid of this because I want to show you guys like a crossover play right here, okay? So number one, you have a candle right at the daily. Here's your crossover. See how the candle's breaking before the crossover is happening? See how this MACD is lagging? Okay, do you see right here? This is where you're looking for the crossover. Okay, and look at the candle. This is your impulse candle breaking down right here, guys. Okay, so here's the daily support. And this is, we could have got into the sell a lot. Like I wanted to sell up here. Like I told you guys, 1780 was my target. It hit that. 20 pips plus, and then I could be looking for the pullback. I told you guys there was going to be a pullback, okay? but I had the chart set up waiting with that initial runner. That's why I don't want to get into trading like that, guys, where I just leave the chart, and because I'll see scalps all day throughout these charts. If we get in, we get our 20 pips. And when you get used to trading with us, I tell you guys, take partials and leave a runner, and then let's get into hitting a sell. Because if we hit the sell up here at 1780, price just came down to 1778. Okay, we could have collected another 20 pips here. 20 there, 20 there. Like big moves, guys. You could have 20, 30, 40 possibly on the call right now. Okay. So this is the impulse now break at the daily support. Okay. And look at MACD now. Okay. So look at the histogram bars now. Okay. So the histogram bars, they're coming down to that baseline. Okay, see how they're getting smaller? This is a pullback. We're going to see, is the next histogram bar going to still be above the 0, or is it going to turn red below the 0? And then we could get a push down on this bearish candle. Can you guys hear the fireworks outside? It's Canada Day. Happy Canada Day to the Canadians that are on the call. I got fireworks going on right here in my backyard. Okay, so this is the impulse candle, guys. Okay, so we teach you what is an impulse candle. 1778.50. It just came down to 1778.10. Okay, so that's a 4 pip impulse candle break. 4 pips minus your broker spread, which could be 1 to 2 pips. You're looking at 2-3 pip profit. That's an impulse trade, but we're looking more for the retest confirmation candle, the next candle in 20 seconds. What we need out of this impulse candle is we need the body, if we're bearish on gold, we need it to close below the yellow line, the daily support, and then we're looking for a retest at that resistance and then push down. And then I'm looking for MACD to cross over bearish, okay? But you can see the play developing way before the MACD. There's your crossover, okay? See how the blue line just crossed right below the orange line? And look at the histogram bar. We get our first red bar, okay? But it can change, okay? It can change with this green candle. But this is the retest candle. Okay, so what we're looking for now is it going to create a lower high? Look how it came up and it got rejected at the yellow line. There it goes down. Now it's a shooting star. All it has to do now is break the previous low right there, and it's going to come down to this level, this red line, 1778, and then it can possibly come down to here, 1777.77. There it goes, guys. Okay, but we could have got into the sell way up here, guys. Okay, so that's why I'm trying to advance your trading on these calls, guys, so that we can take you guys to the next level. Okay, look at it dropping. Okay, now MACD is crossing over. A lot of traders are taking trades right here, sells right now, but look at where the trade, if you follow price action, could have been initiated. You're 1780, and then you have your impulse break with retest right there. So before it even breaks down bearish, the crossover, and then now you get your first red histogram bar, you could be in the sell way up there. Okay, and remember, guys, scale out some profits, okay, because this could be a pullback, but remember where this play started, okay? Remember this consolidation box? Now what I do is I can extend it out to here, okay? Now it's coming back down into this consolidation area. Remember the big sell we were looking at, guys, before the call started down here? So if gold breaks below 1777 down here, we could look for price to really fall. Look at MACD now, how it hooked and it's coming down, okay? Now what we're looking for are these histogram bars, these vertical bars to get bigger, and we're looking for gold to really drop, okay? My broker gold spread right now is 3 pips. Okay, ECN. I use Fusion Broker, and my spread right now on gold is, let me tell you 1 second. I'm at, it's at 11. So 1.1 pip is my spread on Fusion Broker. They're based out of Australia. So ECN2, 3 pips. Yeah, so guys, when you're trading, always look at your broker spread. Does it make sense? Last night's call, someone told me when we were trading Bitcoin, their spread on Bitcoin was 7 to 8,000. That's 7-8 pip spread. On mine, it's 2,700, 2.7 pips on Bitcoin. So if you're trading 7-8 spread on Bitcoin, that's a lot. So if you're scalping, you make a 10 pip trade. 10 pips is a nice trade, but your broker spread is 7-8. That's like how can it makes it really, really hard to scalp unless you can catch, like last night we caught that 75 pip runner. But yeah, guys, try and find a broker that has the best spreads and commissions if you guys can. Especially when you're scalping, okay? Because broker spreads it could be huge, okay? Like on that impulse candle that just came down three pips, okay? That's basically you'd be still break even just on the spread alone, okay? So maybe it's not beneficial for you to be trading impulse candles with a high broker spread. Hopefully that makes sense. Good question, Gilberto. Okay, guys. So sell right here, 1778.50, and price just dropped down to 1777.50. 10 pips. Okay, 10 pip move. Okay, but could go down further. Now what we're looking for is we're looking for MACD now to diverge bearish away from the signal line, and then we're looking for these histogram bars to get bigger and larger and red. Okay, and we want to see it drop. But remember the higher time frame? We were looking at that. So that's why we didn't get greedy, guys. I told you guys, do not get greedy, okay? Look at it coming down, okay? It might come down to our consolidation area right down here, okay? We're right back into this box where we started the breakout. Here was the breakout. That's where we got into the buy right there. And look, if you never took any profits, it came, look, it's below where you bought in. It would be at your stop loss right now, okay? So what do you guys want to do? Do you guys want to make 20 pips or do you guys want to lose money, okay? That's why, guys, you got to learn to take profits. When you're scalping, like think about it, they're not going to go up forever. So if you get a nice move, it's great. Secure some profits, leave a small partial runner with a break-even stop loss. And then if it continues to go, okay, you make a little bit more money. But the bulk of the trade was right here, okay? This is where all the bullish volume was. Okay, now that candle closed, okay, so where do we close? Look at these 5-minute candles, okay? So now what I'm looking for is I'm trying to look for body to bodies right here. I like that area. I got a red body, green body, red body, and see where the candle just closed? It closed right at that red line, okay? 1777.29. Now we have a big bullish candle coming in, okay? So we have a lot of buying momentum. It's making a higher low from the original breakout right here. So this can be a pullback, and now we could go bullish. But we're watching now, look at the yellow line. Okay, remember we broke through the yellow line. That was daily support. We broke through it. Now buyers of gold are trying to step up and push it back up, but we could have an order sell block up here of sellers trying to keep it below this daily resistance. So this could be a bullish candle. If it starts to get rejected here, sellers could come in and push it down. But the momentum of this candle is engulfing the previous buyers, okay? And there's a lot of time left on this candle. So there's 3 minutes and 40 seconds. That was to illustrate a trade for 10 pips, scale out, because you could be getting now a bullish candle. Unless we start to close below and get rejected right here at this yellow line, then we create a lower high and it can push down further, and then sellers could be still in control. Enes Razu, hey bro, what's going on? Things like your scalping explanation. Can you please tell us your exact entry and exit point so we can get in with you? Yeah, like I don't know how else to tell you guys. Like I have a circle right here at the impulse candle break. I have right here, guys. Do you see the flag? 1777.77. I tell you, I draw this. I draw the box. Like when we got into that. Like what else do you want? Like it looked like this, okay? And it also had the stop loss. I can't sit like the gold moves fast. I really want to follow the price action. I can't just tell you exact decimal places. This is the buy area, okay? It can be anywhere around this area. You know what I mean? And then profit target, I had this green arrow set up before the trade happened. And then I told you, psychological level 1780. That's a nice profit take up there. It came right up there, and then we started to get rejected. So that's a good 20 pips scalp. Okay. And that's like when I'm trading, I'm scalping. I'm not looking for exact numbers. I'm following the price action. So if I see something, I'm scaling out. Like I'm scaling out, but my whole target was up to there. Same with this bearish play. Like see how it came down right there? It broke below here. Anything below, up, above or below a daily support or resistance is where I'm looking for scalping. I'm looking for breakdowns or breakouts. Okay, and that was the sell order. It came down back into this consolidation box. That's what I have there. Okay, this is where there's a lot of accumulation distribution. So I know that buyers could come in here. So if that play is good for 10 pips, you got to take profits. Okay, if we start to see the real momentum, then we're going to get into it. But also we got to look for patterns. What do you guys see created right here? I see right here left shoulder. I see a head formation. This could be forming now the right shoulder, and we could be forming now a head and shoulder pattern on the 5 minutes, and we could possibly see gold go bearish. Okay, do you guys see that head and shoulder pattern? This is a left shoulder. This is a head, and this over here is a right shoulder. And look at where we want to stay below the yellow line. We want to keep this shoulder below 1778.50. That's our daily resistance. If we continue to push down, more sellers, more liquidity will come into the market, more sell orders, and push down. And then we could see it break down further, and then we can collect more money. Look at the MACD now. MACD, you have your crossover going bearish, and we just picked up our second vertical bar, which is lower than our previous. So we're making a lower low on our vertical histogram bar on MACD. Okay. And it's Reza, hopefully that answers your question, but yeah, like I try and set up the charts, and if you want to like copy paste, that's up to you. Just disclaimer, we're not professional financial advisors. Okay, we're here to educate, we're here to teach, but we really want you to learn on these calls. Okay, that's but yeah, this is how we set it up. Okay, if you don't understand this type of setup, I don't know what to tell you. Any other questions, guys? Okay, because we're gonna trade for another like 20 minutes. So guys, if you got some, and I apologize, guys. We didn't even have time to chart Bitcoin. We got already into some plays on gold. Okay, so why don't we have a poll here, guys? What do you guys want to trade next? Thumbs up for gold, and give me something else for Bitcoin. Whatever you guys want. Throw a thumbs up for gold and a smiley face for Bitcoin. And then let's see what you guys want to trade, and then we can do that. Because I love trading both, but it's up to you guys, okay? So gold, I got gold, Doug, gold, okay? So we got one for gold, okay? Let me know what you guys really like to trade, okay? Okay, so we got one for gold. So hopefully, Doug, you hit some profits on this call. See, this is another thing, guys, why MACD can be deceiving, okay? See how we're getting red vertical bars? That's illustrating that we're below zero and we're in bearish territory. But look at, we're getting a price action is reversing, okay? Do you see that? Look at that. So, and now it just flipped to the pink color. But we could see the reversal happening down here, okay? So that's why, guys, these sub-chart indicators are good to use, but they're lagging. You can see right there how far behind they are in price action, okay? So don't always just trade just because of technical indicators, okay? Okay, let's get rid of all this stuff. Okay, so what is going on now is we could be getting some buyers right here at 1777, and it's a higher low from down here and from down here. So the buyers are still respecting the uptrend, and now we're breaking again. We're trying to break above this daily resistance. Okay, so gold can come up now. We have 2 minutes left on it, and what we're looking for is this green candle to close above this yellow line. And then maybe we can look for our next buy opportunity. This is the impulse candle breaking out. Okay, it's retested, it's hit this level right here. Maybe we're getting the pullback now, back down to here. And then we're going to look for the next push up here. And then we're looking for pullback and then create this. Get up here, above here, 1780. And then we create a new high. And then we can possibly get up to this yellow line. This is 1781.50. Okay. That's our that's a daily resistance up there. Yeah, no worries. Okay, I got a lot of guys with gold. Okay, so that's good. So we'll do Bitcoin from time to time, but I guess you guys are a lot of gold traders. Okay, so no worries about that. But we like to show you different things that move and learn and things like that. But I love trading Bitcoin myself. But gold is on my all-time favorite. Okay. So we got less than 1 minute left on the candle. Again, this is the impulse break at the daily. Okay, so guys, one thing I gotta stress is be patient and disciplined. Okay, patience and discipline. I cannot stress that enough. If you're scalping the markets, if you're gonna trade for an hour to 2 hours, you don't need to trade every single candle. Look at the opportunities that the market gives you. See how we didn't like this setup? This was pure consolidation. You have a lot of spin top candles, indecision. We don't trade this. We set it up where price is consolidating, and then we look for the technical breakout right here. This is when we started the call. We got into the buy here, and we rode the momentum as it was creating higher highs and higher lows, scaled out a little bit of profits, but got up to here and didn't get greedy. Okay, the market was telling us this did not have enough momentum to break above 1780. So you got to respect the markets. Okay, number one, you have to respect the markets. And then we had this pullback. Okay, we got in on the technical breakout right here for 10 pips, but the play started up here. Okay, and now we have this with this reversal now, where we have this bullish impulse candle breaking up here and closing above the daily support. This here now is our retest candle. So what we're looking for here is we're looking for it to retest and hold this level. The longer it holds, then what you're looking for is we could be positioning ourselves for another buy entry. Okay, but we need it to hold. We got to watch the wick of the candle. We got to follow the wick. Right now, the wick is still holding support. And now what we need is, see this MACD, if you're following MACD again, we need it to start curling up because we need the momentum to start turning bullish, okay? And to see the histogram bars, how they're starting to change color. So they could slowly start coming back up to that baseline as 0. And maybe we can turn green and start rotating and get new liquidity. Sellers turn into buyers, and we can push the price of gold, and we can tap 1780 again and possibly break above it, and then look at the target. Then we will follow this green arrow. Just like we followed this green arrow, this could be the next one. Is there any questions on that, guys? Okay. And then like stop loss placement and things like that. Where do you traditionally place like a stop loss? What you can do is you can place it, if you want to keep it tight, you could place it below this bullish candle, okay, right there, where it started this momentum. You could place it below there. If you want to extend it a little further, you can, if you think this is going to be a really nice bullish play, maybe extend it here and you want to have a little bit room to breathe below these 5-minute candles right here. And then as you go into profits, then what you can do is take your stop loss and start bringing it up to eventually you're at a break even and you're full profits. Then it's a risk-free trade. You're getting good R&R on your money. There's no emotions involved, and it's a profitable trade. Okay, so those are the types of trades that we're looking for. But see now how it's retesting again right here. Now it's right at that. I don't want to see this candle like close below that yellow line. If it does, then it's going to start to come back down into this area. And I'm going to respect that, okay? I'm going to respect this red candle because remember the overall trend is bearish, okay? This could be a pullback, bearish impulse down, another green pullback, buyers, but then now sellers could come in and hammer it down again, okay? So you got to respect both ways. You just got to respect who has more of the momentum. And then this, what you could do is you could flip to like a higher time frame. Like right now, I'm going to flip to 15-minute candle. Let's see 15-minute candles. What are they doing? So 15-minute candles, they were bullish when we got into that buy. Then we had this bearish engulfing 15-minute candle come down, close. It came down all the way down here, but this is where we had those buyers step in on the 15-minute frame. This candle is a bullish pin bar, okay? And then now we opened. Now it's coming down, and it could come down. We don't want it to fill this entire wick down here. We want to keep buying momentum. Look, even the 15-minute candle is above the daily support, okay? So that's good, but we need to get volume. Right now, it's a small doji candle. Very small range candle, thin body on our 15, okay? Still lots of time to go. There's 11 minutes remaining on it, but we need this 15-minute candle to start filling up this body and to go up here and possibly our next area, okay? Okay, so look at now how we're catching a wick again. So that's your retest candle with, we're starting to get a little bit of confirmation. Now we have 55 seconds left on it. Again, it's a doji candle. So there's a lot of indecision, guys. When I start to see indecision, I could see consolidation in the market where price might trade sideways. If I start to see that, and I'm happy I made 20 pips there, 10 pips there, maybe I'll call it a night, 30 pips tonight, you know. So some days you're not going to get always 50, 100 pips, this, that. But if you have a daily goal, like of 10 pips, 20 pips, 30 pips, you hit your daily goal, then be done for the day, get some good rest, some sleep, do some charting, and come back and trade the next day. Okay, that's all you got to do. And just compound your accounts. And then once you start compounding your accounts, you can start to do increase your lot size, and then you can start to build your account faster. But it's all about learning patience and discipline. That's number one thing. If you don't have patience and discipline to trade the markets, then you could be in for a rough ride, okay? You have to be disciplined and very patient to become a trader. And that's something that's self-taught. You gotta learn that yourself, okay? I can tell you so much on this phone, patience and discipline, but if you don't practice it, I can't teach you it, okay? So like right now, this trade, like I have my stop loss all the way down here, but the way how this trade is developing, if I don't like it, I might just exit this trade with a small loss, like even a break even. If I don't like the way how it's forming, okay, there's nothing wrong with that. Just because you get in a trade and you put your stop loss down here doesn't mean you have to hold that trade until it hits your stop loss. If you start to see something that you don't like, then exit the trade with a minimal loss. That's what will make you that much of a better trader. And then you could look for another play, okay? That's one thing I can tell you guys from experience, is if you get into a buy and you don't like what's happening, it's consolidating, you don't want to wait for all that consolidation, and it's not making the move that you're liking, the momentum is not there, the volume is not there, then you can take your stop loss, make it a little bit tighter, or exit the trade entirely with very, very minimal, there's no loss there, okay? If that makes sense, guys, let me know. We're going to go about 10 more minutes, okay? I was going to chart Bitcoin for us tonight, but we got stuck on the gold. But look at Bitcoin, like look at the plays here, guys, okay? See, look at Bitcoin's moves, okay? See how gold was moving? Look at Bitcoin. It got up to 34,000, and look at it now. Down to 33,000. That's like a 90 pip move, guys, on Bitcoin we could have caught, okay? That's why I want to trade both of these simultaneously. We could have caught this. Where was the call? Where did we start? 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, right here. Okay, this move, we could have caught this pullback for this sell right here. This would have been really nice. We could have caught quite a few pips on Bitcoin. Okay, we'll do that. We're going to do multi-charts. Maybe, guys, if you guys want, before the call even starts, I'll have it charted for us, and then we can just get into trading. But some traders, they like when I'm doing the top-down analysis. They're learning that way, so that's why I do that. I don't want to just jump into trading, and you guys don't really learn how to chart your charts. But always start with top-down analysis, guys. Okay, yeah, see, I don't like the way how gold is moving. So, like, I'm going to exit the trade because look at the MACD. It's coming now. It's diverging away. We didn't get that curl above. Look at now. These pink bars, they were the pullback, but now we're going red. And as soon as that red one breaks that support of that red bar, it's going to drop, okay? So, this is that head and shoulder pattern, guys, I was telling you about, okay? So, let me show you this head and shoulder. This is our left shoulder. Right here, okay? Left shoulder, this area. This is our head up here. That's why, guys, you should identify these patterns before they happen. And this is the start of our right shoulder, okay? And what was I telling you? Watch for price action below the yellow line. See how it's coming down bearish? All this bearish candle has to do is break this support right here, 1777.32, and then this price is going to drop down to 1776.50, and then possibly follow this red arrow down to here. Okay, if we fulfill this head and shoulder pattern. So yeah, like I like to end the call with giving a few targets for you guys. So if you guys are going to continue to trade tonight, what I would be looking for is this head and shoulder pattern to break below here. Look for a break below 1777.30, and then we could possibly have price action come down to 76.50, and then come down to this level. And look at where our next daily support is, right here, 1775. And if we lose that support, then look at where it can go down to. That's why I do my hourly, my daily. So I know when I'm scalping where price action can come down to. And then all I got to do is just chart these 5-minute candles, and I know exactly where price can move. You know, it makes that much easier. You can set your take profits. You can manually input them before, and then when they get there, it will automatically exit you with profits, okay? So let's see now that candle closed. So it came down bearish all the way back down to this consolidation box. We picked up buyers. It closed right here below the 5-minute resistance. Now we have a new 5-minute red candle right here. We're looking for sellers to push down and break below here, okay? Just like there, okay? And then we see at the top, we don't have an upper wick yet. So buyers haven't pushed this up yet. It opened red, and now we have selling volume. All it has to do is these sellers need to push down, break the low of that wick, 1777.80. That's where we got into the buy on when we started the call, right over here. And now we're looking for sellers to push down and retrace back down here and create a new lower low, okay? If we break below here, it's creating a new lower low. And then we already have our lower highs in place, then that could be forming a new downtrend. And that's the head and shoulder pattern, guys. Okay. So everybody, thank you for joining tonight. We appreciate you guys. Tomorrow we'll be doing some stock trading. So if you guys want to learn how to trade stocks and scalping stocks, we'll look at like pre-market runners. We'll look at hype stocks like AMC, GameStop, and things like that. We'll also look, if you guys are interested in scalping like Tesla options and things like that, we do that as well. We scalp Tesla on like 5-minute candles too. So we do a lot of the big boards, pump and dumps, pre-market gainers, hype, everything. And then we'll come back to Forex next week. We'll also start with Sunday night forecasts. We'll do a live session where we do our weekly analysis, where we'll do multiple pairs. We'll look at gold, Bitcoin, NAS 100, US 30. We'll look at GBPUSD, GBP, JPY, EURUSD. We'll do our top-down analysis. You guys can chart with us, and then we can get into some trading. Starting next week, we'll be streaming 2 times a day with Dave and I. So don't miss out on that. Yeah, and Dave killed it this morning, guys. He got up to 100 pips today. It was an awesome call. We picked up 20 here and 10, so 30. But you can see the way how gold was moving. It wasn't making the big moves. I can see it's ranging from price of 1780 around 1777. So you can see we're only in a 30 pip range right now, okay? But it makes nice for scalping, but you got to understand, we're in a range, okay? It doesn't have the volatility that's making the big breakouts right now. Unless we break below like big critical levels, these daily levels, this yellow line. See how the price is just hovering above and below the yellow line right here, 1778, because this is a daily level, okay? So these 5-minute candles are just trading around it until there's maybe some impact news leading into London tonight, London session. Maybe that'll make gold its move, okay? But just look, before we wrap up the call, look on, I'm going to flip to daily candle on gold, okay? I'm going to get rid of this MACD so you guys can see this. Look at the daily candles, okay? Now we'll just, what is the daily candle doing right now, okay? So we opened right here today. We came down to this level. We picked up and we came up to here. Let me clean all this up, okay? See the daily candle? See how small it is? It's a small range doji candle. So we're creating, the last 2 days, we've created higher highs and higher lows on the daily. We opened right here. We made a low of 1775. We came up, we made a high of 1780, and this is where price action is right now, okay? So we have a daily indecision candle where we could see price come up to reclaim 1780. If we get above there, guys, look at price to come up to 1783. If we can get above there, we're going to come up to 1786. And then bearish, if this candle flips red and starts coming down and we lose 1775, look for price to come down to 1772 and then possibly 1770, okay? But right now, you can see the range, how slow the market's moving. Look at the daily candle. It's a very small doji candle. So you can see that there's not too much volume in today's daily candle right now. So it might trade sideways for a little bit leading into London, okay? So guys, we're going to call it a night. Happy Canada Day to all the Canadians on the call and to everyone around the world. Thanks for tuning in to Stock Sniper Trading. Make sure to like, subscribe to these videos so that you don't miss out on our live trading. Share these videos with your pals, with your friends. If you want to get them into some free trading, some education, making some money and learning, this is a great channel. Have a good night, guys, and we'll see you guys tomorrow morning, 9:30 a.m. Eastern. We'll be hitting the stock market, trading all of the hot stocks. Take it easy, guys, and have a good night.